This is a video showing you how to rebuild your shock or your traxxas Ultra Shock done by Traxxas. The only thing you'll need is some WD-40, a place to drain the oil, maybe a flathead, maybe a screwdriver, and the Traxxas shock rebuild kit. So the first thing you want to do is take off the shock cap, and then you just want to dump out all the oil. Okay, after you do that, the next thing you want to do is remove your bottom spring brace, and then you want to take out your spacers, your spring, and the top spring brace. Okay, the next thing you want to do is get some foam, put in between some regular pliers, and then you want to grab the end of the leg and screw off the rod end. After you have that on, you can just go ahead and slide the piston out of the top. Okay, on your rear shocks, there should be this little bushing here. You're not going to find that on the front ones. The next step is to unscrew this bottom portion of the shock. Once you take that off, there should be a blue rubber seal, and there should be a plastic one, and another blue rubber seal, and you can go ahead and take those three out. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is thoroughly clean all of these parts. You don't have to clean the seals because you're going to replace it with the new ones in there. And you're also going to replace the bladder in the top of the shock. Oh, mine's gone. I didn't even know this. Yeah, mine's gone. I didn't even notice that. That's probably why it's leaking oil. After you do that, you can go ahead in here and replace all the parts you need. You need to replace, well, what you should replace on everyone would probably, actually, you know what? Just go ahead and replace the parts that they provide you with in here at your discretion. And each Traxxas shock rebuild kit will only repair 2 shocks. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and reinsert the seals and the bushings. It should be a seal, then a bushing, and then a seal. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. After you get those in, you can go ahead and put the piston back in and be sure not to jam it in. Just lightly twist it in because those threads on the end can destroy the rubber seals in there. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and reinstall that bottom cap onto the shock. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and get your pair of pliers and your foam and reinstall the rod end. The next thing you want to do is refill it with shock oil. What you should do is fill it up halfway, move it back and forth some and work in the oil, and then you want to fill up all the way. Next, you want to go ahead and reinstall the shock cap bladder using the new one that they provided you. And make sure the dome faces out, make sure it's seated properly, and the dome doesn't collapse on itself. After that, you can just go ahead and reinstall your shock cap. Then you want to go ahead and put in the spacers that you had, followed by your top spring brace, then your spring, and then your bottom spring brace. And then you're done. I hope this video helped you. Yeah. And the only reason you should have to do this is if there's stuff forming on your shock. As you can tell, that needs to be changed. But yeah, otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped you.